watching Curious George. I don't know if she's sleeping yet. I thought she was sleeping, she was quiet, and then I thought that I just heard her. So who knows? I don't know. We'll see what happens. She should take a nap. She was kind of like, you could tell that she was getting tired, and I think she's gonna fall asleep. Anyhow, it's still so hot here. And I'm still reluctant to put the air back on. I don't know why. I like the fresh air better. Anyway. Anyhow, first person here is Esha. Why is this all happening? I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't answer that. I don't know what's happening. There are a lot of things that are happening. If you could be a little bit more specific. Stojans, general. I mean, everything that happens is a lesson, regardless of what it is. But I can't go into the specifics if I don't know what we're talking about. But everything that we go through is a lesson. If you're repeating something, it's because you didn't learn the lesson the first time. Everything is teaching us something, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or it's sometimes lessons are just very tough. General or Stojans? Cause for celebration that comes in around a wish coming true, that brings in a new beginning or a new journey of some sort. Stepping into your own strength helps to make negativity move into the past. You might be feeling a little bit more starting a new business, a side business, a way to bring in extra cash. Out of the clear blue sky, you can run into someone who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, and you have the magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Hello. Sanch, 24 hours. 24 hours. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief when you lay down the law to set boundaries with someone or some specific situation that you may have been struggling with. Don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. You also may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that could be making you feel relief. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care will prove to serve you well. Tiva, a journal for me and DJ. Things should change for the better for you quickly. Eight of Wands, Two of Cups could be commitment potential on the horizon with long-term commitment potential. You guys may have to work on the situation a little bit, but it does look like the relationship is going to start to functioning much better. Romance and passion should pick up. I don't know. It says, I hope this is a romantic connection. If it isn't, it may be turning romantic. Talia, journal for the week and the week ahead. Got success coming in around a new business endeavor or around a current business endeavor that's becoming very successful quickly. Out of the clear blue sky, lots of success comes in around a business endeavor. Stepping into your own strength serves you well. Negativity moves into the past. Being guided by the divine could also bring you to another venture. Looks like a Capricorn comes in that could be of significance, and you've got the magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Next week, you've got great potential, good potential, perseverance, and the world is at your feet. You can make things happen. T-Bet, when will I see him? When will I see him? You should see him before the end of September. Pretty soon. Lydia. I just told Obed Leo to go to hell. Nope, it's not the end. You're going to hear from him out of the blue. Boy, that really that hit him in his ego that you told him that. You took him down a couple of notches. Not the end. But Lidge did that. He deserved it. Good. Fuck him. Kiara, what does my mom treat me this way? She may be feeling like you're not growing, changing, or maturing fast enough, and she may be trying to give you tough love. She also thinks a lot about things. Energy should shift. If you recently had an argument with her or you feel kind of hurt by her, she should do something that makes it up and a little bit more balance comes back into the situation. I think in general it's tough with parents because I think parents mean well, but sometimes I don't think that that message comes across. Like, I want you to, like, you have more potential than you let yourself, than you live up to, or you slack when I know you could do better, or, you know, or I want better for you than I had. But somehow the message gets twisted up, and sometimes it comes off as being very mean or derogatory. Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls have trouble with their mothers. A lot. Like, I feel like it's a very common problem. Things should start to improve. I also think as you start to get older, you're going to start to see things from a little bit of a different perspective, and you may understand it better. Oh, this here is flat. Oh, I'm almost done with it. Kiara, Oracle cards. You want the angel cards or you want the unicorn cards? We've got angel and then we got unicorn. Angel. Okay. Okay, the first one you got here is romance and connection. Romance and connection. 82. Angels of romance are swirling around your life at this time, ushering in positive, uplifting, and heartfelt experiences to remind you the love is real. Allowing yourself to be romanced, to receive and experience a true connection is important at this time. It's likely that your heart space is open and any barriers or shields that have been placed are falling away. If you find yourself scared or uptight about romance, know that this is not only a sign that you will like the experience, but that is something that your energy system really needs. Your angels are guiding you to seeing yourself as a loving and deserving of light, of love. Loving, I'm seeing yourself as loving and deserving of love. Know that you have so much goodness and light to offer others to the world. You're also encouraged to know that the world wants you to see you and to know you and to understand your heart. All of this is only possible with your permission. Why not give it now? The other card you got here is this one, Harmony and Resolution. Oh, 52, excuse me. 52, Harmony and Resolution. Angels of harmony and healing are with you to help you resolve any conflicts that have been disturbing your inner peace. You've been encouraged to call in the light of God and surrender any concerns you have so that the divine can resolve them. Your angel guide is suggesting you release any need to be right or to get your point across. For this will only create hostility. This is a time to focus on your own inner peace. Dedicate time and energy to doing what makes you feel yourself and feel comforted and comfortable. Through being more caring towards yourself, you will create harmonious energy that will wash like a wave to all of those around you. Trust that this will be happening and harmony will be restored. Send a message. Angel guidance is encouraging you to stand down from any conflicts that are going on in your life right now. Take a step back to collect your thoughts and breathe. Angels cannot help you unless you create space for them to intervene, and they are with you now, and they're willing to restore the peace. They want you to know that they are aware of your challenges and your concerns, but unless you have faith that harmony can be restored, nothing can change. This is the time for you to visualize yourself, the situation, and everyone involved, enveloped in a golden light of goodness and grace. It's important to know that angels of peace are encouraging you to let them bring peace to the situation. Trust the process. The trusting, I think, is the hardest part. Anyhow, Marilyn, currently looking to buy a new SUV. What would be the best time to buy one, now or in a month's time? Okay. Now would be a good time to buy a new SUV. Would a month from now be a better time? A month from now would be a better time. Yeah. Paula, is my past ex-girlfriend going to reach out to me? Yeah. I would say you could hear from this person before the end of the fall. Yeah. You should be hearing from her. She may not be so thrilled in what's going on in her life right now. It may be kind of like, she may have thought it was going to be better than it actually is. Mountain. I don't see it yet. Let me do M. I was thinking about M today and unexpectedly met him along the way home. What are his thoughts about me when he saw me after a long while? Well, I would say that he was, it was a pleasant meeting. I would say that it was pleasant that he ran into you. I think he thinks highly of you. He's got a lot of respect for you. He thinks that you're a nice person, and it was pleasant to see you. Mountain. Is A involved or trying to have a relationship with Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces? Okay, let's see. Is A trying to have a relationship with the water sign? Scorpio. What about Pisces? About Cancer. I would say of the three, Scorpio comes up highest, but I'm not convinced that he's in a relationship with any of these people right now. Did he choose her because she makes more money than I do? No, he chooses what's easiest. He chooses whatever is easiest for him, that's what he does. I don't think it matters so much to him how much money the person makes. I think what matters to him is how easy it is. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to change anything. If he doesn't have to get up and make a change, that's what he's going to do. If he's got to make a change, or he's got to do something, or whatever it is, I don't know, get a job, move houses, buy a car, take a course. Whatever it is, that's too much for him. He's going to do the least amount that's possible, and he's going to be with the person who settles for him at his worst. That's really shitty, but that's the way he's coming up. Doesn't mean that he can't change, but he's got to make that decision. Love always. What does KJ want with me? Well, it looks like things may be kind of slow or stagnant, but at some point there is opportunity for that to shift. Sun's in reverse. There is potential for happiness to come in around this situation. But right now, I would say that it doesn't look too promising. Magician's in reverse. Communication looks as if it's kind of down or stagnant. Things look like they hit a brick wall, and there could be somebody else that's around them right now. And they seem to be lacking perseverance. But if you give it time, it could all turn around, and there could be potential that could lead to happiness. It just doesn't look like it's happening. I would say it's probably not going to happen in the immediate future, like before the end of September, early October. It may take longer than that. Lydia, anything about the new Cancer brand? Anything about the new Cancer brand? Potential, this guy. He's young, right? I mean, he comes up as somebody who is young or relatively wet behind the ears. However, there's a lot of potential. There's the Cancer. Happiness could come of it. If you put in a little hard work, it should pay off. It could grow into something a little bit more successful, and both of you would be prepared for it. There is good luck around the situation. A new beginning is on the horizon. He seems like he would be willing to take a chance. He could have a good personality. He's a little bit adventurous and maybe a whole lot of fun to hang out with. Seems like a good connection. Let's see where that goes. It's got plenty of potential. Now, how does A feel about S currently? Well, Queen of Cups thinks that she's kind, caring, sincere, and genuinely a happy person. May think that she's very intelligent, smart, grounded and stable, fun to be around. May think that the two of them have a nice connection. She's got a fiery, passionate personality, and that there is room for growth, change, and transformation at some point. Emma, what do you closer to reach? What do you closer to reach, and what I shall focus on in career? A new job in government, a new job in private sector, or stay where I am? Okay, let's see. Should I focus on a new career in a government job? Should I focus on a new job in a private sector? Should I stay where I am? Okay. Comes up highest for finding a job in a private sector, but the timing may not be right. So it may be kind of stay where you are right now, maybe until the end of the year, and then you may want to focus on a job in a private sector. It looks like it brings in a lot of financial stability. Government job comes up least right now. I don't know, maybe now is not the time. Maybe it'll be more towards the end of the year, beginning of next, that you'll start looking for a new private job. Mountain, if S does what she's considering regarding A, will it make things better or worse? Okay. Will it make things better? Will it make things worse? I think it would make things better. There's a wish around it. I think it's going to make things better. I don't think it can hurt to try. Quick Torco, what's for me in love? Okay, out of the clear blue sky, when you least expect it, you get a soulmate that comes in. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this would be your current relationship's improving. Not with anyone. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your love life. A new venture begins. You're feeling ambitious. You're feeling confident. A fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Aries comes up strongest, but there's also a Scorpio here that could be potential. You've got good luck and success coming in and around your love life. Julie, what's going on with C today? He could be working. It looks like he's got prepared to get a lot of work done. That may be his goal today. He may have a bunch of things on his list. May not necessarily be going to work, but he's like working on things. Maybe even running errands. At some point, I think he goes to see a female relative, like mom or aunt. Or even grandma, if grandma's around. Kiara, does Teddy have feelings for Paula? I think so, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Love always, what are JD's next actions towards me? Well, you could be feeling a little bit like everything is sort of stuck, or he's a little bit unprepared, and the timing isn't great around the situation. You'll hear from him, though. You'll get communication eventually, but overall, you could be feeling a little bit like, I put in a whole lot of hard work, and I didn't see much of a payoff around this situation. Jocelyn, what is next for the connection for Avery and I? If things have been kind of stuck and stagnant, that energy should change and things start to move forward. The energy around the situation is kind, caring, and sincere, and it looks like you guys may be working on a creative project together or starting a new hobby together. It looks like if you have a little bit of patience, this relationship can move forward. Wherever it is, it would kind of go to the next level. If you talk once in a while, you talk more. If you talk all the time, you may see each other more often. You're kind of moving to the next level. Maybe spending more time together doing some sort of a project, like a creative project. Myogram, what is happening in Julie's current relationship? She may feel a little strangled by this situation. She may also feel like there's not much room for growth, change, or transformation. She may just be kind of going through the moments. I think she's kind of stifled. I don't know. I don't think that this is the best relationship for her. And I think she knows it. I think she puts up with it out of fear, and because she doesn't want to change. Or she's afraid that, she may even be afraid of being single. But I don't think that that relationship is not what it should be. It's not a great situation. Now, how does A currently feel about S? Oh, I just did that one a little while ago. I don't remember what I said. It was just a few minutes ago, though. I think I said that he thought that she was smart, intuitive, intelligent. Smart, intuitive, intelligent. They feel like there's room for growth, change, and transformation, and that there was a good connection between these two people. It was positive, whatever it was I said, and it was just a few minutes ago. Shaivish, how does the Aries feel about us being back in contact? Okay. Feels like things are moving forward. Feels a little bit of relief around the situation, but they're also feeling a little bit undecided. So they're kind of on the fence about things right now. Vicky, what are Jay's next actions towards me in the next couple of weeks? Cause for celebration comes in around communication and a new journey. You should hear from him soon. And I think that things are kind of going to get a little bit back to normal. Comment, what is going to happen if I use S for my situation? Right, I don't know what the situation is, but it looks like the end result is positive. Like they make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Balance comes from it. Negativity moves into the past, and things work themselves out. Like you're not feeling burdened by the situation, you're feeling relieved. Anthony, the situation and energy between the Cancer and me. A little stagnant, still a little bit negative and a little bit sharp. I think it's going to take a little bit of time for this situation to be better or to for you to see growth, because I think she's still in a shitty place. Love. H asked me to move out from home. What should I do? What should I do? Just as I thought. I would leave. I would leave, and I would cut all energy off from this person and let them see what life is like without you. When they feel stuck and stagnant, then maybe they'll appreciate you and they'll show you something different. I wouldn't stay. I would go see if you can find a family member to stay with or a friend to stay with or make other arrangements. But I wouldn't stay there. I would get out and I wouldn't look back. This person needs a lesson. Give them exactly what, let them have exactly what they want. And let's see what happens. Maggie, what did P, the fake person, think, and how do you feel after I blocked him? Well, a little angry and a little silent. Obviously, he can't reach you. But I think that he feels like you figured him out. And he feels negative about that. Or sorry about that. Because it was fun. I don't know why. I don't know how that's fun. I don't know how it's fun to pretend you're someone else and have a fake phony relationship with somebody on the internet. Like, I don't understand what that's all about. I love you. What are Nihal L's next actions towards me? What are Nihal L's actions towards me next? Could come in and make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that could lead to a new beginning, especially around communication. I think communication is going to pick up big time. Rosie, M's current feelings towards me. They may think that you're a kind, caring, sincere person who's very well-grounded. You're passionate, hardworking, and like things are moving forward. You may think that the two of you have a nice connection. Anxieties seem to move into the past, and happiness. I mean, happiness is in reverse, so maybe you're not there yet, but it seems like they have a good attitude about the future. Hannah, should I choose jewelry or cakes? Okay. Should I choose making jewelry? How about cakes? Cakes come up higher, but I think that they're both excellent choices. I don't know, maybe that cakes would bring in money quicker, or maybe it wouldn't be so expensive to start. But I like both ideas. I watch these people on Instagram make jewelry, like crystal jewelry, with all different kinds of things, and I find it fascinating. There's a couple that I really like. Brimstone Bindings, I think is her name. She makes huge pieces. And then Brazilian Magic, I bought the emerald heart that Avery broke the chain, but the heart is emerald. I would love to learn how to do that stuff. Anyhow, Brimstone Bindings, I think, let me look and see, because these pieces are amazing. I think that's her name. Yeah, Brimstone Bindings. I mean, look at this. Oh, damn. Look at the size of that. That's beautiful. I mean, that's like a magical piece. And they're all of her pieces are like that. Like, look at these. Anyhow, I would love to learn how to do that. That's just my 2 cents. Those are moonstones. I think I'm up to Julie. Oh, I'm up to Ash. Wait a second, did I skip Julie? Let me do Ash. Ash, come here, baby. Okay, it looks like you're no longer feeling stuck. You have a large sum of money coming in. You're stepping into your strength and your self-confidence, and you're prepared for things to grow and change around your career. You have a wish. I don't know what you do for a living, but there could be a new opportunity that somebody makes you that comes in out of the blue. That's an offer that would be hard to turn down, that brings in financial stability and a nice sum of money. And then you'll no longer be feeling burdened or worried about career. If you already have a job or a good job and you're looking to move up in the ladder, that could happen too. It may be that somebody offers you a new position out of the blue. Julie, will I get some excitement in my love life? I need to change in that area. If my highest is to put down, is putting down inception. Will I get some excitement in my love life? I need to change. I think you are going to have a change this fall. I think you got all kinds of new energy coming in. Here's the freaking Capricorn. You might not be looking back on the past fondly, but you may be eager for things to move forward. Aries, Aquarius, romance heats up. Yeah, something's gonna shift for you pretty soon. Eva. What does my ex Nick think of me? What does my ex Nick think? Seems to think pretty highly of you, thinks that you're well-balanced, kind-hearted, sincere, attractive, unique, intelligent, intuitive. May think that you're, may always care about you. Thinks that you're a really good person. Oh, I love Brazilian magic. I do. And then after I bought that necklace, I was like, I should have known Avery was going to break it because she breaks all my necklaces. I should have bought the ring. Anyhow. But check out Brimstone Bindings. You're going to love that page. She's got crazy huge pieces. Eva, messages and love and advice from Spirit. Five of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. The King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance emotional and mental considerations. I would say with these readings, I would say work on getting to this, like the root cause of your issues, because they're being reflected back in your love life, and your love life will shift when you conquer those old issues. You prank people, full moon? I don't know if I remember you telling me that. Pranks are really funny. My grandfather used to prank me when I was working at the grocery store. Kiara, what does Aaliyah think of me? That you're smart and intelligent, passionate. The devil is here. I don't know if they think that sometimes you may not always tell the truth, or you may fabricate things. This person thinks that your life is moving forward, or that you have a lot of potential because you're very smart. They also think that you're attractive. They think that you're self-confident, strong, courageous, independent, and reliable. How's it going to go with Frankie? Looks like it goes well. Balance comes into the situation. Things seem to move forward, feeling grounded and stable. There's a new beginning on the horizon. No longer feeling stuck or feeling like there's a lot of growth, change, and transformation around the situation, and you're prepared for it. You're a teacher that wants to change. You can change your career. Yeah, you can change your career. I had a friend of mine who she went to school to be an exercise physician, or what do they call it? Exercise, whatever it is. And anyway, you become a gym teacher. So she was a gym teacher, but she said that she could only do it a year. After the first year, there were all these rules, like different games that she wasn't allowed to play, and the parents were out of control, and so she stopped doing that. She opened up a yoga studio, and she's been teaching yoga ever since. She taught yoga before that, but you know how everyone's like, well, you gotta have a job. You gotta have a job. You just can't teach yoga. Meanwhile, a lot of us, that's all we did for years is teach yoga. Anyhow, so she opened up a yoga studio, and that's what she's like. I could never go back to working in the school district when she left, and her parents were furious because it wasn't easy to get a job, and she got one, and then she quit. But you know, you can't spend your life unhappy because it's the right thing to do. You know, well, you'll have a job. Yeah, okay, but you know, if you hate it, you got to spend a lot of time there. You got to eat a lot of shit. So Moon, make sure that Avery doesn't choose a gemstone or crystal. Oh yeah. You know what? That's true. A lot of people have told me about coins. Yeah, she's pretty good. Like, she knows she's not supposed to put shit in her mouth. But I don't even let her in here. She doesn't come in here alone. I don't even like her in here with me because she's a crisis. Like, she's touching everything. But she pretty much is pretty good with the, I know it's scary shit. The kids, it's scary, especially when they can't tell you what's wrong. Like, that's what drives me nuts. You know, I feel like that about the dog, too. Can't tell me what's wrong. I mean, I think she's feeling better, but she's still, like, last night she was a little cranky. Like, after I finished the live stream, and I took her inside, she was a pain in the ass. But anyhow. I'm the biggest prankster in the world. Love always, General. Love always, General. Got a new beginning on the horizon that's like a wish come true. Maybe around business, career, school, work, whatever you do all day, and it may be creative in nature. Divine timing is guiding you, and Aries comes in that could be of significance, that things could move forward pretty quickly with, and you're no longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, you're making things happen. No longer feeling stuck, but feeling as if life is coming back into balance. Julie, may Cecil come around tomorrow, or did that thought leave his mind? He still might come back. Yeah, he still could come around tomorrow. You know, it's like he's a kind of a complicated person to read because his intentions always look like he's going to do one thing, and then he gets sidetracked. I mean, I've known other people like that, but when you don't really care, you know, if it's just like a friend or a family member and you don't really care, that's one thing. But when you're waiting on someone, it's a different story, and it can be very frustrating. His intentions are to be around tomorrow, yeah. Queen, will I recover from my test on Friday? Uh-oh, what happened? What happened during the test? Yes, you should recover. But what happened? It should have gone well. What am I? Semen? I think I might be at semen. General for today. I'm a little worried about UAF. Let me send her an email. General for Cinnamon, you got some money coming in. Growth, change, and transformation coming in pretty quick. Things change to be better for you fast around money and business. Looks like you may be feeling a little bit better respected and better compensated. No longer feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, but you might be making a decision to distance yourself from something or someone that no longer serves you, but backing away slowly and not really making a grand exit. It also looks like you're no longer holding yourself back. Jay, what's next between me and Brianna? You should be seeing each other soon. Happiness comes in around things moving forward a little bit quicker. I don't know if you're going to see one another this weekend. You know what? I'm just going to quickly, right now while I'm thinking about it, send you out an email. Just so that I don't forget, because one of my friends texted me yesterday, and it was a long text. I didn't even read it yet, and that's really not like me. But I keep meaning to. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like I went into the bathroom, right, and I had to pee, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to read that text. And I came in here to do something, and from the bathroom to here, I forgot about it. And then later on at night, I was like, shit, I never wrote her back. But then I was like, it's late. I'm not going to answer now. I'll answer tomorrow. So it's like, that's the kind of thing where some people are, it's like it's in their head and it's on their to-do list. But for some reason, they keep getting distracted and they don't get to it yet. Eventually, they get to it. But it can be frustrating in the moment. Now, with my friend, she's just my friend. She doesn't care. If I text her back later, it's not going to be a big deal. But if you're waiting on someone or you really want to hear from that person, it can be very frustrating. Anyhow. Vicky, I didn't do yet, right? For the week ahead? Week ahead. You might be feeling a little bit more like cause for celebration comes in. The energy around you is a little bit more stable, sincere, and caring. Like it's like kind, calm, positive energy. You also may be feeling that Sagittarius. You may hear from that Sagittarius this week. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You have a new beginning on the horizon that leads to you feeling a little bit more grounded, stable, and in control, but also like well balanced. And you're headed over towards 10 cups being full. It should be a good week. Yeah, sorry for asking, and it's fine. You can ask as many times as you want. I don't care. The veterinary hospital job interview has been finalized for the 27th of September. Will I be offered the job? I think you're going to get it. This is the one in Canada. I think you're going to get it. Queen. I hate tests. God, I hate tests. I still think that you did okay. Kiara, what is Keenan thinking? Well, may have a little indecision, right? Or he may kind of go back and forth. But overall, thinks that you're a kind person who's very smart and intelligent. May think that the two of you have a good connection, or maybe a little undecided about it, but thinks that the two of you have a good connection. May think that you're attractive, kind-hearted, sincere, intuitive, unique, and creative. Scorpio think and feel about my anonymous prank? I did reveal it was me, and I will not in the future. I'll also get pissed off and defensive if they accuse me of prank. All right, I don't know what you did, but they may be feeling a little sharp about it. They also may be feeling undecided about it. And they may feel a little bit either put on the spot or embarrassed. I don't know what you did. Oops. Scared Street. Is Jay gonna text me back today? I think you'll hear from him today, yeah. Bianca, current energy is the best towards me. The energy is pretty good. Kind, caring, stable, sincere, and strong. Fun. Yeah, the energy's good. Passion for life. Was the missed call I got today from a private number was made by AS with someone close to him? No, I don't believe it was. Lucky me, what kind of vibration does she have for me? Is it brotherly, friendly, love, or something else? The energy is pretty good. It's like stable, sincere, kind-hearted, and stable. The energy is very positive. I would say probably like a cross between like friendly and love. General for today and tomorrow. You could have a Capricorn around and your perseverance pays off. No longer holding yourself back. You may be very prepared for like fun and excitement, or something fun and exciting could come in that moves things forward pretty quickly. You could also be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that makes you feel relief. Looks like you may have a wish that comes true. Put it out into the universe. Should be a good couple of days. How will Reiki session go tomorrow with us? Will I be able to collab with her? Yeah, I think it'll go well, and you could do a collaboration with her if you want to, yeah. Sun, general for next week. A little bit more financially stable. I don't know if you don't work, if you're in school or something like that. This could be around school. A new opportunity comes in that makes you feel stable, feeling balanced, like there's mutual respect coming in around a work, business, school thing. Your hard work may also be appreciated. A Virgo and a Sagittarius are around, feeling successful around whatever it is that you've been working on, whether it's school or work. No longer holding yourself back. You may be prepared for your life to move forward. You've got some good energy coming in next week. Successful energy with whatever you're working on. Shopaholic. I love that. General for the time between now and January. Okay, let's see. Well, you got the Six of Pentacles, which is usually indicative of a work relationship where you're getting better compensated, better respected, and earning like accolades for hard work. You also may be feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. I can breathe a sigh of relief. Life is starting to move forward. A wish comes true. Success comes in around work, school, business, whatever you do all day. You've got a Libra coming in. You have a Sagittarius coming in, or around that may be of significance. Anxiety moves into the past before the end of the year. Financial stability comes in, and possibly a new job opportunity or a new beginning around business. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're starting a new journey that you're very prepared for. You may be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. As we move into the new year, you may be focused on greener pastures, and that's where you're heading. Romance heats up. If you're with someone, fine. You don't have to change partners. If you're not with anyone, those couple of signs that came in may be of significance as we head through the rest of the year. Romance seems to heat up. Rosie, what's going on with him in his personal life currently? Sometimes he's distant, and I can't tell if it's personal stuff, insecurities, or even a third party. Okay, let's see. I don't see a third party here, but he just may be a little bit, oh man, this kid last night playing with all my tissues. He just may be feeling a little bit unsure of exactly what he wants in the future. It's like he's got indecision. He feels like he's got to make choices. He may also feel like you guys have a great connection, but he's not 100% sure of where it's going or what he wants at this point. I don't know what kind of relationship you guys are in or if you've defined it, but he also could be feeling a little bit out of balance, a little bit upside down. You guys may have a discussion that could, like, this is kind of like a bickering, right? But I think that even if you bicker about it or you kind of confront him on the situation, the talk will end up being beneficial in the long run. I think sometimes he just feels a little bit overwhelmed. A combination of feeling like my life is stuck or I don't know where I'm going, and also shit, I don't want things to move forward too fast because I don't know if I'm ready for that either. He's like, kind of like, I don't know if this guy is like a dual sign, but he's like a Gemini or even Pisces, because it's like he feels both. He's like, I'm afraid that things are going to move forward quickly for me, and then I'm also afraid that things are going to get stuck. Feeling like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. As things start to move forward, my wish comes true, but then gets afraid of that and holds himself back. Feels kind of stuck. He's got some good energy around him. I don't think that there's a third party. I don't think it's so much like personal insecurities that are around him. I think it's just life in general. I would confront him on it. And if you can, try to do it from a place that's not like not like attacking or arguing. That's fine. I don't care so much about that. But it's like, I would say try not to have it come from a place of your insecurities. Like, in other words, like, I wouldn't be like, well, you're really distant. What, are you seeing someone else? Like, that wouldn't be the way to go. Because that's coming from, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose you to someone else, so I'm going to beat you to it. Like, you know, I'm going to put it out there. I know what's going on. I would kind of come at it from a different angle. Like, you know, like, I notice sometimes you're a little distant, you know, what's going on or what's happening in your personal life, or can we talk about it like that, rather than most of the time women, men can do it too, but women tend to like go right in there with like a real snide remark that doesn't help anything. And it's actually coming from the woman's insecurity and it's being projected onto the guy. I don't think it has anything to do with the third party, so I'm not worried about that. As an example, rather than having it be one of your insecurities that comes up and causes a fight over something that doesn't need to be thought about, try to see if you can get like what's going on with you. You know, how are you feeling? Where are you at in your life? Because, and I know for myself, I've definitely done that in the past where I've gone in right with like a sharp comment, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Anyway, I think that in all my years of like learning this shit, the biggest thing is to like figure out why it's bothering you first, and then ask them. Like, this is bothering me because I feel like there's distance in the relationship because I think that there may be somebody else he's more into. Like, if that's the case, if that's where this is why this is bothering you, then you figure that out first before you go to the other person, because everything always starts with us, right? Like, have you ever like been in a situation with Like, it could be a simple situation. Walk into a grocery store with like one of your friends, and you think that the cashier is a total bitch, and the friend thinks that she was fine. It's like, now how do we both have the same experience, but you both interpreted it differently? Like, some things people don't notice, and other people, like, I work in the fitness industry, right? Like, my family, the closest people to me, the people I see all the time, they don't notice. But some of these fitness people come and they'll be like, you lost weight. And I'm like, I lost 2 pounds. Oh, you lost weight. Well, yeah, how come you can notice it? Because that's where your focus is. That's what's important to you. But to the people in my life that they're not into fitness and they don't really care, they don't notice that. So remember, everything always comes with us. So if you're noticing something about someone else, figure out where it's coming from first before, because why make it a bigger deal than it has to be? It's probably nothing and it'll blow over. Anyhow. Leo sign, when will get better? You have a terrible cold. Shit, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Oh, you should be feeling better maybe by Monday. A couple of days. Mountain. If S does what she's thinking about with A's planter, will it have a positive or negative impact? Okay, will it have a positive impact? Will it have a negative impact? I think it might have a negative impact. Negative comes up stronger than positive for this one. So I would think about it first before you do it. Shopaholic, what is going on with the family in regards to me? What are they saying? Well, everyone's going to say something differently. But I can't tell you what everybody in your family is saying about you, because people talk shit. Like, that's just what people do. You may be very disappointed in somebody that's kind of close to you, with 3 of Swords in reverse. That could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But overall, I don't think that anybody's saying anything really bad. You got cause for celebration that comes in around your relationship with your family moving forward, but you may have to have a little bit of patience. Someone always has a mouth that thinks that they know better, and that might piss you off if you found out what they said, but who gives a shit what they say? Let them talk. Let them put all that negativity out until the universe is going to come back to them and not you, because you've got negativity moving into the past. For the most part, I think that your family thinks pretty highly of you. They think that you're perseverant, you're strong, independent, grounded, and stable. They also think that you're smart, you're intuitive. So somebody, probably an Earth sign, that's what comes up, may talk shit or may have something to say, some kind of rude, snide remarks, but so what? That's how, everyone's like that, whether they're family or not. Rising Star, current intentions and next actions of SD. I would say communication will be the next action. With an offer, that would be hard to turn down. I don't know what the offer is, but this person seems to be putting in a little bit more effort, and they may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Sparkly smile. Will Pisces give a commitment to me? I don't see a commitment coming in right now. Julie, love life from now into the next 2 weeks. You may not be looking back on the past fondly. You got this Capricorn that keeps showing up. Maybe the Capricorn shows up. You got a Sagittarius too. You got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around love. Love life should be heating up. Or at the very least, there should be new options around you. Maybe an air sign as well, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So at least your energy may be somewhere else, or maybe a little bit more, spread out. Aries star, general for the rest of the weekend. Looks like you got some growth, change, and transformation coming in, and the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Don't be afraid to lay down the law, set up boundaries. An air sign comes in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Also looks like you may be feeling a little bit more financially stable this weekend, or you may have the money to do something fun. It could be a creative project of some sort. It could be spending time with a Virgo. Michelle, will I communicate with Sagasi again and be in a relationship? You could have communication, but I don't see a relationship with him coming in right now. Sabrina, general love reading. Things should move forward with a soulmate connection. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got success with somebody coming in out of the clear blue sky that could be quite ambitious. Listen to your intuition. The person that enters could be an Aries. Perseverance pays off around love. Hanuman, general for today. Maybe making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you, and you're prepared to do so. Looks like with that, negativity moves into the past and you're no longer holding yourself back. An earth sign comes in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Romance could heat up today. If you're in a relationship, great. If not, it could be that earth sign shows up. Divine Cancer, what did the Libra S feel when she saw me today? Feels like you're perseverant, strong, grounded, reliable, loyal, stable, attractive. I think that she thinks that you have a lot of potential. Farrell, Haseen. Parwani is thinking about, what is Parwani thinking about? Oh, I can't really understand that one. If you could write it again, I'm not sure what you're saying. Sun, what does S think of me as a coworker? Thinks that you're a pretty good worker. Thinks that you're also kind-hearted, easy to get along with, pleasant, intelligent, intuitive. You have a lot of potential. You know how to get things done, and they have a lot of respect for you. Question, general on the move to two-bedroom. Well, you have a wish around the situation, so put it out there. You just may get what you want. You've got the world at your feet. It also looks like feeling prepared. Perseverance pays off. The hard work you put in comes back to you. You're no longer holding yourself back. I think you can make it happen. And you know what? Why not? If that's something that you want, I would go for it. I think you can get it. Y'all Hasim. When will my person, the Taurus, take actions towards me? You could see a shift in them within the next 3 weeks. 3 to 5 weeks, you should see a shift. Kiara. What does Luca P think? What does Luca P think I think of him? I think he thinks that you were disappointed by him. Did he let you down or disappoint you? He may feel that you're hurt by something that he did. He also may think that you have feelings for him and that you're hurt by some choice that he made or something that he did. He also thinks that you think he's very smart. Maybe he thinks he's smart. Yeah, I think he thinks that you're upset with him, or that he did something that disappointed you, but that you think highly of him and that you have feelings for him. Julie, should I go back on that site now or wait another 2 weeks to make the capital? Let's see, should I wait? I would go back on. I don't see any reason why you should wait. I think that just putting it out there, just even looking at people or talking to people can shift up the entire energy around you. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, my friend that I always talk about. She texted me in the morning and I hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks, and she said, I'm going horseback riding with so-and-so, one of her friends. And she's like, and I did it last Friday too, because I'm trying to swap up the energy around me, which she's always good at reminding me to do that, because I can kind of get into the cycle of doing the same thing over and over again. But when you shift energy a little bit, sometimes other things just start to shift. So every time she says that, I always think to myself, I got to do something to shift something somewhere. So I think going on, I think it can only be positive, even if nothing comes of it, but it puts your mind somewhere else. It takes your mind off of something else and puts you in another place, which I think is a good thing. Peace and love. H fired me from the home. What should I do? Okay. So this is a work relationship. This wasn't a personal relationship. This is someone that you work for. What I would do is I would leave. You've got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Step into your own ambition. Don't hold yourself back. You've got greener pastures on the horizon. There may be an Aries around, and you've got an Aries and a Taurus around that may be able to help you out in the meantime. You're feeling prepared, and I think that you'll get another job. You'll move forward. I would leave, and I think that this is going to open up the doors to a greener pastures ahead. You know, sometimes like the worst thing that seems like something so shitty happens, and we think it's the worst thing ever, but then it turns out to be a blessing in disguise. So I would try to see the light in this situation, and rather than the darkness, I would leave and I would look for something else. I think you'll find something else. Lady, energy between ES and me at the moment. Energy is pretty good. Quick and celebratory. Energy is nice. Lydia. Okay, I got him texting hot and bothered. Will he be thinking of of me. Yeah, he will. Yes, absolutely. You got a new journey here on the horizon. Have fun. Good for you. We'll definitely be thinking of you. Son, what kind of relationship does Y want with me? They look right now like they don't know what they want. It's like they may want things to move forward one day and then they pull their energy back and then they feel like they don't want to move things ahead and then it looks like they want things to move forward. There's indecision around this situation, so I would just say be cautious because you could find yourself feeling a little disappointed or weighed down by the situation. It's like one step forward, two steps back. I would say that, I can't say this person only wants to be friends. It looks like there's more romance here, but they haven't made the decision yet to move forward that much. Sarah, how can I approach IB so that he can close the deal with me, or is he not interested in buying from me anymore? I would be persistent. I would give a couple of more phone calls, and then if you don't get anywhere, then I would just drop it. Because I think the persistency with him will work, but he may have other people that are very pushy, and he may kind of just go with them because they're so pushy. Divine, may I know when I'll be able to find a nice apartment with a good flatmate? I have to shift by this month's end. Okay, let's see. Well, you got money coming in, so that's a good thing. And somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Let's see, when can this happen? Could be within the next 2 weeks, which would be before the end of the month. Hopefully that happens. Put it out there. You just may be able to make that happen. Mountain, does A want S to move on with someone new, and is the third party I keep picking up M or the girl that he had at the house? Okay, that's it. Does A want S to move on with someone new? No, I don't think that, no, I don't even think that he thinks like that. I think that I almost feel like he doesn't even think that she is going to move on with someone else. That's going to be a rude awakening for him. Because if she does move on with someone else, he's not going to be happy with that. But I don't know that he thinks about that much. Is the third party picking up M or the girl he had at the house? Is the third party I keep picking up M? Is the third party the girl who had at the house? I would say it's the girl he had at the house. 3 of Cups in reverse. Peace and love. General was my partner in business. A. Should I trust him? I gotta tell you, I don't like business partnerships. That's just my personal opinion. It does look like you have to, like you're focused on a new beginning. You have the world at your feet. Business should be moving forward. Money looks good. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, and just make sure that you're involved in everything. 9 of Cups, a wish comes true. I mean, it looks like it's good and like you can trust him. I don't like partnerships. I feel like everybody that I know, with very few exceptions, when they have a partnership with someone, it ends bad. Broken heart. How does the Aries and his wife think and feel about me right now? How does the Aries and his wife think and feel about me right now? Seems to feel pretty good about you. If you're spontaneous and fun, you don't hold yourself back. There's cause for celebration. You're unique and creative. Well prepared, kind-hearted, and sincere. Lita, have I seen the house that I'm going to end up buying? I don't believe you have, not yet. Yeah, business partnerships. Yeah, it's like I feel like two, like egos get involved. One person wants to do it this way. One person wants to do it that way. Yeah. Deep heart, advice from spirit. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. Watch out for self-fulfilling prophecies. Two of water, relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, positive resolution to conflict. Ego, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Char, how does G the Leo feel about our connection? Good. Thinks that things are going to change for the better quickly, or like there's relief around the situation. It may feel like things are moving forward and that you guys are on the right track. Brianna, general for next week. Slow and steady wins the race, but you got money coming in, a new job opportunity, or you may be focused on a side business or a side hustle. The world is at your feet and you're prepared for it. You're able to conquer a lot next week. An earth sign comes in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Oh, and his birthday was good, but I bought him Frosty Paws and he didn't eat it last night. I don't know, I don't think that tastes that good. I'm going to have to get him. You see, he's funny because, like, he'll play with stuffed animals for 2 seconds. And even bones, like he'll chew on them for like 2 seconds and then he doesn't really bother with that, which is probably good because it's probably not good for him to eat that shit. But I feel like I didn't really get him a good birthday present now. He doesn't really want anything. He just wants to hang out, like, with us. Like, that's right there. Divine darkness. What would the Taurus do if I dropped off pictures on his doorstep of his niece and her fiance making out and having a good time? He is racist and angry. The niece is, oh Jesus. If you did that, it would just make him mad. Like, he's not, like, there's not really anything that he can do. He can't control other people's lives, even if he tries to. He may feel like he was treated unfairly. It may upset him. But to be honest, I would say there's no reason to add fuel to the fire. It's not going to matter. It's not going to help things. It's only going to hinder things. I wouldn't do it. That's only my opinion. I mean, I don't think he's going to do anything. It's going to piss him off. If he doesn't like that, then he's going to be pissed off. But what's going to happen? Nothing. You know, like, he's an asshole. He's an asshole. But you're not going to, you can't polish a turd. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know that I would get involved with it because it's all negative. All of that shit is negative. You know, he's negative. That he's got negative energy. Trying to stir the pot is more negative energy. It's like adding fuel to the fire. It's just going to make a bigger fire. It's not going to help. Best thing to do, I think, in any of those situations is to ignore it, because what you ignore kind of goes away. You know, let Denise do what she wants to do. As long as she's happy, who gives a shit? Let him, you know, it's going to eat him up. It's not going to bother me. You know, it doesn't bother me. If it bothers you, it bothers you. It doesn't bother your niece. So I wouldn't. I would just let that person sit in their own shit. Rihanna. Love. Plus, for celebration comes in around love, and you're prepared. It looks like if you're not with anyone right now, you've got an Aquarius, you got passion coming in, a Virgo comes in, listen to your intuition, Sagittarius shows up. If you're not with anyone, you got new energy coming in. If you are with someone, you have a wish comes true, your relationship looks successful, but you might need to have a little bit of patience. Julie, I emailed the question. All right, let's see. Is this the Capricorn that we've been seeing? Is this the Capricorn that we've been seeing? You know what? I think it could be the Capricorn, and it looks like he's a really nice person. Kind, caring, sincere. King of Cups person. I would give it a shot. What the heck? If you find him to be interesting and attractive, why not? Give it a shot. You know what my mom used to always say? You don't have to marry him, you just have to go out with him, or you just have to talk to him, or you just have to get to know him, but you don't have to tie yourself to him for the rest of your life. I would explore it. What the heck? Oh, Dylan loves peanut butter too. General for next week. General for next week. Things seem to change for you for the better quickly. It looks like Hangman's in reverse. Things start to move forward, walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A disappointment moves into the past, and an old wound starts to heal to move into the past. And you're feeling strong and successful. Next week, you have a lot of potential. Money's coming in, feeling financially stable. The Two of Pentacles, feeling like life is coming to balance. Even if it's slow and steady wins the race, could have a new business opportunity. Got the Sun here. Next week should be a good week for you. Kayla, why did Phil tell me about T having kids? Why did Phil tell me about T having kids? Right, I don't know who T is. Maybe feeling stuck in their life, and could be feeling like nothing is changing quick for them. I don't know. I don't know what the children had to do with this, but they may feel like everything for them is stuck, and they could be feeling a little bit disappointed and stuck in their life. Maybe they're comparing themselves to this person. You know, comparing ourselves to other people, that never does any good because we don't really know what's going on the inside, right? So, yeah, I think that they were having a moment and they wanted to, you know, get your opinion or let it out. Yeah, in general. You've got feeling here like you're being better compensated, better appreciated next week. It could be at work, school, business. It also could be in personal relationships. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full, so you should be feeling pretty satisfied on all levels as we move forward to the end of September into October. Sagittarius comes in, anxiety moves into the past, the world is at your feet. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And you've got the devil. You've got a Capricorn coming out. You should be feeling pretty satisfied this fall, like on all levels. Things seems to be looking good. I mean, you know what? It's like people are ignorant. What are you going to do? I've been a victim of it too. And you know what? I've got most of my life. I don't know how much I can say on YouTube before they shut me down, but I get a lot of this. What are you? What are you? And oh no, you can't be Italian. No, I'm not Italian. And then I would get a list of all things that I must be. And when I was younger, I used to get really upset. I'm like, why is it always an issue? And I got to a point where I was like, I don't let it bother me anymore. I don't care. I don't care. Because you know what? I got to the point where I was like, if you're going to, like, got to the point where people convinced me I couldn't be Italian and I had my DNA tested. No, you got to be this, you got to be that. Oh, you must have this, that, the next thing. And my fucking DNA came back Italian. Like, how boring. A little bit Middle Eastern. I think it was like 5% Middle Eastern. Anyhow, so now I don't even let it bother me. Like, what? So, it is what it is. We are what we are. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I just don't let it bother me because you know what? Anything that is like low vibration is going to hurt the person that's putting it out. It's not going to hurt me. If you want to give me a hard time about whatever, it bothers you. It doesn't bother me. Like, not that it isn't going to bother me. Like, if you want to say, hey, you're fat and ugly, like, that could hurt my feelings. But you have to look at it from where it's coming from. It's coming from a person who's judging me on my appearance. Somebody who's judging me on what they see, not what they know. You know, so, I mean, some people can be really fucking ugly when you look at them, but when you get to know them, they are such wonderful people that all of a sudden now you find them to be attractive, physically attractive, because you see them and you feel them differently. And that may be a lesson for that guy, whatever his problem is. It sucks, but you can't, there's nothing that you can do to change, I don't believe, the way somebody feels. I believe that their feelings change through experience. So it's like somebody has a really stupid ass attitude about something. When the shoe is reversed, like, you know, I mean, you know, it's like when the tables are reversed, that's when there's change. You know, if, like, say you don't like this, you don't like that, and now it comes to your door, and now all of a sudden you see it differently, and you're experiencing it, like, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now I get it. So now my feelings have changed. You know, like anything that was like controversial way back when. It's like once it comes to you, then now you start to see it differently. It's like, yeah, but I love him anyway, even though his ancestors weren't born on the same continent as mine, or we don't have the same religious beliefs. But as a person, I love him anyway. You know, so who cares? You know, like, that's what's important. But your feelings will change when you experience it. I don't believe that you can change somebody's feelings by beating into them and telling them how wrong they are. I don't think that's going to help. It sucks. But the negativity will come back to the person that's putting it out there. And nobody's going to like them. In short. Anyhow. Yeah, you know what? There'll be a situation that comes in that will change him, and that situation will be like a changing, like life changing. You know, like who knows what could happen. But it becomes all of a sudden that doesn't matter anymore. You don't see it anymore. It's no longer an issue because of the situation. But I don't think you could beat it into someone. Anyhow, and there are some real serious, fucking controversial, hard pills to swallow in tough situations. You know, like it's very hard to, you know, make a blanket statement because everything is so individual. Anyway, Kayla, how does Maurice feel about me? Maurice feel about me? Seems to think that you're very intelligent, attractive and mysterious, kind-hearted, unique, has a lot of respect for you, thinks you're spontaneous, fun, and happy. Seems to think pretty highly of you. Mountain, love for October. Well, you have growth, change, and transformation coming in, happiness, and a new journey. There is a committed relationship on the horizon if you choose to enter it, and it could be very passionate, and maybe with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also could be exploring options in October. There's a fire sign here as well, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Kayla, general love reading. It looks like you got a couple of options here. So Six of Cups could be somebody from the past returns, but I'm not 100% sure that you're going to want to move forward with the person from the past. It looks like you got a new beginning on the horizon with the Empress, which is like love, money, abundance, and fertility, but you're going to have some choices. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, you're calling the shots. You've got a Leo, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, and a Capricorn. You got balance coming back into your life, but it looks like you have a whole lot of like options around love. You could be entering a committed relationship if you're not in one right now. You may be exploring different options. Oh wait, what did Mountain say that I missed? Oh, I didn't see what Mountain said that everybody was saying. I didn't look at it that way. Divine darkness, I think you're okay. Julie, is this Capricorn single? Any loopholes that'll be hanging around? No, I think that the Capricorn is single. Yeah, I think this Capricorn is single. You know, it's a twisted situation because then there are people that are specifically looking. Like I had a couple of different friends that were like first generation born here, and their families wanted them to be with people from their country. It wasn't like, you know, you can't date this race or that race. It was like you got to marry a whatever they were. And I also found it very funny that it was almost like backwards. It was like they didn't like anyone unless they were of the same nationality. And I found my one friend, like her mom would let her do anything with friends that were of that same nationality, but her mom didn't like me because I wasn't of that. I wasn't, and it was like, so you don't like me because my ancestors weren't born on in the same country your ancestors were born. Meanwhile, I'm a much better influence over your daughter than those people. But you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But sometimes people want, for religious reasons. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's not my place to pass judgment. If you're like very religious and you want a certain thing, I don't know that I can be the one to say that that's not right. But I guess to each his own. I don't know what happened with I had two friends and they came from different countries. Anyway. Aya, a reading, sure. You've got possibly a new job or business opportunity on the horizon. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and it could be somebody that you know from the past that returns, or you could run into someone from your past. You're making decisions to push your life forward, and you're on the right path. Got a Taurus coming in, an Aries coming in, and then another Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo that comes in. It also looks like you've got success coming in around finances. It is 4:15. I have to leave here in about a half hour or so. So can we cut the super chats off, and I will catch up on the moderators. Martha, how did the Capricorn feel about my texts? I basically was mad at her and accused her of being a bad friend, and she got mad at me. She's still mad. She's mad. She kind of feels like it was unjustified. She feels very negative around the situation. She feels unsuccessful. But I think it's all good. I think you guys are going to work it out in the long run, because you got good karma coming to this situation. Somebody from your past returns. You guys may work it out and have a new beginning. I think it's all going to kind of work itself out. She's kind of hurt right now. Yeah, she's mad, she's hurt, and she feels like she was treated unfairly. But that should move into the past. Love and light, his thoughts and feelings and intentions towards me. Well, right now he may be feeling either disappointment or stuck around his whole life, and not much is moving forward really quickly. So you might have to put in a little bit more effort if you want to see things move forward. He's like slow and steady wins the race. I don't think he has much planned for the future right now. I would reach out to him and try to cultivate something from your end. Abhishek, general for the week around my class. Things look pretty good. Got a new beginning. Anxiety is moving into the past. Communication looks good. I don't know if it's between you and your classmates or you and your whoever. It also, like the professor or whatever. You got happiness that comes in around the class, and things start to move forward. Oh, Aya, that's great. That's a great opportunity. Good for you. Now, updated love. Well, you got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children right now. The hard work that you put into love is coming back to you. The weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. And things move forward, slow and steady wins the race. The world is at your feet. Not looking back on the past fondly. I don't know that you're going to reconnect with anyone from the past. You got a new water sign that comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're not waiting for your ship to come in. You're making things happen. You could have 2 water signs that come in and then an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But I think you're very focused on the future, not the past, like moving forward. Martha, did the Capricorn delete me, or is my phone just tripping? Okay, did the Capricorn delete me? Capricorn might have deleted you, but it's not. I think you guys are going to work this out. I really do. I don't think this is the end of your friendship. I think you got mad at each other. You had a fight. I think it's going to move into the past. You'll work it out. Zara, the next actions of Themis towards me. I deleted him from my social media because we met accidentally this morning and he avoided me, so I ignored him too. Like he was afraid. If you deleted him, I think he's disappointed in that. So I don't think you're going to hear from him now. I thought you were going to hear from him, but maybe because you ran into one another. But now he feels kind of burdened and kind of stuck. So I don't know that you're going to hear from him again. Not now, anyways. Not since you deleted him. Chloe, Mert's feelings since last night. That's okay. I don't know what happened last night, but it looks like you guys have a new beginning on the horizon, and romance should heat up, and he comes in with an offer that would be hard to turn down. So if things last night didn't go well, I think it's going to blow over. I think it's going to blow over, and you guys are going to reconnect. I wouldn't worry about it so much. You may be feeling a little bit like you're waiting for your ship to come in, but try to get busy with something else because I think you're going to hear from him. I don't think he wants to leave things like this. Okay, that's it for me for right now. I can leave here in about a half hour, but I'll be back on tonight, hopefully at like maybe 10. Hopefully, I'll be home in time. So I'll see you guys all later. Thank you all very much for being here today. I'll see you guys tonight. Bye-bye.